este deseo no lo puedo negar. De mirar tus labios no puedo parar. Rehusando nuestro cuerpo, sudando como en el desierto, yeah. Sabemos que la gente está de más, pero si lo pides eso puede cambiar. En solo un momento, si tú quieres puedo estar adentro. Mami, es que tú me encantas. A ti yo te rezo mi santa. Una diabla como baila, ninguna en la disco te alcanza. No, 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 es que tú me encantas. A ti yo te rezo mi santa. Una diabla como baila, ninguna en la disco te alcanza.
Yo, London, man. Welcome
where
back,
you guys been,
bro.
man?
Hey,
Dude.
oh my god.
Konnichiwa.
Oh, arigato gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Bro, that sounded legit, fam. That was sick.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Yo, guys,
Shout out to years of anime, man.
Jeez,
When you said
man.
it again, it was worse.
guys, I'm super happy to see you guys, man.
Welcome back to the Brodies Lane Podcast.
Jeez, welcome back, guys. A long time.
It's been a long time.
I know me and V consistently say this. We'll be consistent with this. Sorry, man. We had to take another month off.
No, it's just our schedule's been super busy. We're working.
Yo,
We're trying
say this is a deja vu, man. Skip this. Put it into action.
No, man. Yo, guys, welcome back, man. It's been a hot minute. Back at the house.
Facts.
Back with the guys.
Glad to be back, man. I miss you guys, man.
Man, I miss you guys. Honestly, like, you know, even when we message each other in the group, we're
Yeah.
like, yo, man,
Yo,
I
we
miss
need
you
to
guys.
run this
Yeah,
back.
No, like the thing is, we haven't chilled in a hot minute.
Yeah.
We haven't seen each other in a hot minute.
Yeah.
Luckily for basketball, we somehow see ourselves with ball. But damn, back here.
We're back as hell, man.
Based on the messages I've been getting, I know some of you guys missed us. Some of you guys probably didn't miss us. But it's okay.
We're back now.
Brodies Lane, we're back. Man, what have you guys been up to?
Same old, man. Just working.
Yeah.
I'm working a lot more now.
You've been doing some crazy hours.
I was at the
recently.
Taylor Swift concert. Shout out all the Swifties.
Shout out to the Swifties.
Did you meet Taylor Swift?
No, I was trying to still, but
Bro, I didn't realize how much of a cult.
it's a cult.
It
actually-
seems fake at this
I'm
point.
seeing-
It's
I'm seeing
bigger than religious events.
It's crazy. I'm seeing people from like 6
Bro,
years
they
old.
shut down the highway.
Was it actually for her?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
I don't
her.
like that. I don't like it because Drake doesn't even shut down the highway.
Yeah, that's what's mad weird.
But is Taylor Swift bigger than Drake?
Yeah.
100%.
Yo, how many
Shit.
sold out shows? 6?
6 sold out shows.
6 in the same city is crazy.
6 in the same
50K.
city. Back-to-back weeks is
Yeah.
even more crazy.
Doesn't
How
make
many
sense.
people per show? 50K?
I
She's
don't know.
selling on the Rogers,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Beyonce did it twice.
Yeah.
This girl did it 6 times?
6 times.
Wow.
6
Yo, they
times.
literally say like when Taylor Swift comes into your city,
This
like
guy
your
said
economy.
Taylor Swift. Oh,
I said that?
Lord. Yeah, Swifties
Yo,
are coming for you.
Repeat
Yo,
it.
Swifties are coming
Yo,
for you.
a certain man told me it was Taylor Smith.
Oh, Lord. Certain mans need to be.
No, but yeah, like I heard when she comes into your city, like the economy changes because that's how much she brings.
She raised
in.
the GDP, fam.
Yeah.
How
Like
does
there
the
was a
economy change? Yeah, I guess.
Yo,
with,
yo,
everything
yeah,
outside of
everything.
the
yeah,
arena.
and taking like a couple hotel staffs went on strike because they're like, yo, every time she comes in the city, everything is sold out, but we still haven't gotten a raise in 3 years.
Exactly. They were
Yeah,
having
but
like...
when's the last time she came?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, she
But
hasn't
they're
been-
using.
Yeah,
they're
she.
us-
I don't think she's
Yo,
been in Toronto for like...
They're
How many
using
minutes?
her.
Yeah.
They're using her as a obviously a thing to put a strike because they're like, yo, everyone's sold out. We're doing extra hours. We're doing so much work, but we don't get extra pay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
So I don't know.
But they're also allocating a lot of resources. Like I know their management team, like based on our side, they had like a specific. They had 2 ambulances catered towards Taylor and her family, just on standby.
Specifically just for
yeah,
them.
just
Oh.
for them. And then
That's
obviously,
crazy.
yeah, and then
fam.
obviously we had a bunch of ambulances scattered out throughout. But other than that, like yo, that concert is crazy. You see people from like 10 years old, all
To
the way up
50.
to like 53. Taylor Swift hat, red jacket.
Jeez.
Bro, they had a lineup for her merch.
Merch,
Yeah.
yeah. At 6 a.m. the previous day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
makes
seen
no
that. That's
sense.
crazy. Any crazy stories from the concert from what you've seen?
That's crazy stories. I can't really talk about it.
Okay. then don't talk.
But I do
here
know
we
like
go.
what Cass was touching on in terms of the hotels. Like they're catering like every hotel that I've been to, especially the ones connected to Rogers Center. They're catering everything towards Taylor Swift. Like they had booths set up outside. You can make your own friendship bracelets. I don't know if you guys know that's like one of Taylor's like
That's a big
go-to.
thing. Yeah.
Like I got a
I
bunch
don't
She actually made that famous. Yeah.
She made friendship bracelets famous.
Like
Yeah.
crazy.
Like they had like a whole station set up. You can see a lineup of like 50
It's like
people.
$1 million business. It's
Yeah.
strictly just on that.
What?
Yeah. That's crazy. But yo, who's got the craziest fans? Taylor Swift, Beyonce, or Nicki? The Swifties are real, but
Swifties are real.
Beyonce's, what do they call Beyonce's fans?
Beehives.
Beehives.
Beehives. What about Nicki's?
Africans.
Barbies. Yeah, man, we missed you, bro. I think Swifties go deep still.
Swiftie, yo,
I think she's the biggest like
If
artist.
she's selling out 6 shows in a row, fam, yeah, that's.
She's closing out
but
our
what's
concert
weird
in
is I
Canada.
feel like it might be like an industry plant. Fam,
No.
'cause you're like,
She's
name
been
me
in the
2
game.
songs from Taylor Swift.
She's been in the game
Shake
for
it
how long,
off.
fam? Shake it off. And what's the other
It's
one?
her, right?
What's the other
Yeah.
I close my eyes when I first saw you in the air.
No idea.
See, if you can't even name 2 songs and she has this many fans.
I never said I was a
sense.
fan. I'm just saying.
That's like NLE. That's like not NLE. That's like, what's his name?
Annalie Choppa.
No, NLE Choppa.
Who?
The guy that was beefing with Dirk. He's NBA Youngboy.
NBA Youngboy.
Bro, how is he that big?
That guy's a
Yeah,
plant.
I don't know a single song.
Yeah,
of his,
no,
He has to be a
knows,
plant for
and he's
sure.
a
Yeah, it
plant.
just reminds me of Kendrick Lamar. I don't know any songs.
Yeah, but who had a bigger audience? You think Taylor Swift's concert or Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul?
Oh,
But
obviously
before we
Taylor.
go to that, what have you been up to, man?
Nothing really.
Besides buying all these fancy, gorgeous
Yo,
wearing?
my
sweaters.
hand,
Tell the
guys,
people.
my
Yo,
hand.
tell them what happened, man.
Like,
That's what
why'd
happened.
you go so hard with your left hand? fam?
Pause.
Tell us, fam.
Jeez, no wonder you're wearing pink today.
This guy sat on my finger. Look at his finger. That's what happened.
Yo, it's getting. It looks like the
It
Arthur,
actually got a lot worse than we expected.
you know the Arthur meme, like it,
Yo,
got a
meme this.
Popeye arm, bro.
Yo, meme this, fam.
Jeez.
No, but nothing, man. Just chilling.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
what have you been up to,
Yo,
man?
bro.
You're the man of the
Where in
hour,
the hell
man of
was
the
Ruben
day,
today?
like, I feel like you've been on your 9th trip this year.
17th.
No, man. Like I told you guys, I was planning a family trip, so yeah, I took a month off and
How was that?
checked out a few places in Asia.
Yeah.
Speaking of Asia, guys, I just brought you guys a little some for you guys to kind of taste.
I've been eyeing this the whole pod.
Yeah.
Why are you
so,
lying, bro? I have your rapper right here.
Yeah, you already have one, but
Oh,
yo, so I got some mochis straight out of Japan, which was the first destination I went to. Crazy. Why don't you guys give it a little taste and tell me how you feel? Be honest with the flavor. I'll tell you my honest opinion about the mochi right after, but let me know what your thoughts are. Be honest.
I've had mochi before.
You had?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
The way you're eating it seems mad sketch.
pause,
Yeah.
man. This guy
Oh,
slurped the mochi,
It looked
bro.
like he had an extra
This
tongue,
guy said it
bro.
was coochie. That's
Oh.
crazy.
Oh, good.
Your thoughts?
It's kind of lit.
Yeah?
It's a little soft, but it's not a lot of sugar, which is nice.
Okay.
It's not too sweet.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like,
Now, you know I'm a big sugars guy, bro. This
Yeah.
is amazing.
This is amazing.
yeah, this guy, bro, I'm gonna grab the whole bag.
No, honestly, I thought it was absolute ass. I
Honestly,
did not like it. I've tried
What?
it. I tried
I
it
can't
at 4
lie.
different places. It's not
Genuinely
that,
speaking, it's not that good.
it's not that good. I feel
Nah,
like there's no
I like
flavor.
it, fam.
But yo, Japan was dope. Honestly, it was on my bucket list for so long. I was glad to kind of experience that.
How was the culture there than the culture here?
Honestly, bro, it's
A lot more clean.
first
no?
things first. They're at least 20 years ahead of us. Culture is insane. I've never met
20
people
years
as
ahead,
nice.
fam.
Yeah, I've never met people as nice. I mean, you guys were getting the behind the scenes when I was sending
Yeah.
you footages from there. Some of the nicest people on earth.
Yeah.
I went there, hated ramen food, came back. I crave ramen on a regular basis. Wasn't a big sushi fan, as you guys know. Came back.
Bro,
with
ramen
sushi.
is. We should go get ramen. afterwards.
That was dope. And then we headed over to the Philippines,
Ooh.
which was kind of dope because they obviously have a lot of Filipino friends and always
Manny
kinda
Pacquiao!
wanted- Yeah.
What did you learn in the Philippines? Any languages?
Damn, man. I learned so many different words as I'm
Tagalog.
putting on
This guy
the
didn't
spot.
learn shit.
Bro, I hated Jollibees.
Yeah.
Jollibees out there, fire. Bro, when you ask for spices, they actually
Fam,
give you
Yeah.
the chicken
It's
and then-
spicy.
It's
It's
spicy.
spicy.
Yeah.
Bro, Jollibee here slaps too.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really
Remember
a
that
fan.
one time I was gonna tell you let's go and you're like, yo, it's not that
Nah.
good. But now you're.
But I wasn't a big fan of the spaghetti. Like, they love it because I
Who
found...
took the?
Yeah.
You got the spaghetti?
Because it's like a
No,
sweeter
nice.
Fam, you gotta
spaghetti.
get the spicy
Yeah.
chicken with the rice and the gravy, and then the
but take it in,
the
take it in.
mango, not the mango, the pineapple drink. That's
take
crack.
it in. So the standard there is all that plus the spaghetti. They give you all that as a side.
Like after 5 o'clock.
And Filipino.
5 o'clock?
So that was kind of.
You want some price with that?
Yo, I can't lie. I grew
Dope
up-
food. I don't know. You guys see some of my footage from the
Yeah,
Philippines.
guys, also tap into his profile at Ruben LN if you want to see any updates or any highlights from Japan.
Actually, you know what? Let me insert a few clips right here.
Don't worry, it won't be like 2,000 hours like last time.
Last time this guy into 75 video.
You gotta plug it in when I can plug it in, and then
man.
yo, while we're there, guys, also brought some Kit
This
Kat
guy
for
threw
you
away
guys.
my water bottle, man.
And the water was from Japan. Water tastes different too.
Okay, get it from me.
Guys, if there's one place you need to hit up, I think I saw it the other day on YYZ.deals. There's a round trip to Japan for $8.99 coming up. You should probably check that out.
When is it, in March?
I think from March all the way to like until March next year. But if there's a place I would go back to, it would be Japan. But in the meantime, this is the Matcha Kit Kat, guys. I don't know if you guys are a fan
I'm not
of
really
matcha.
a big fan of matcha.
I'm not a big fan of matcha.
Yeah, I hate matcha.
I know a lot of people do like it.
But
though.
it's the most popular thing there. Like people line up for this.
Yeah.
Not the Kit Kat itself, but just for like the matcha drinks and like the frappuccinos.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting flavor.
Not bad.
It's not bad. I hated it once again, but the matcha frappuccino out there, crazy. Shout out to my girl Abby. She loves matcha, so I kind of brought some back for her too. So dope things, and then we ended the trip out in Bali.
Yo, that photo.
Oh,
Bro,
gee.
Plug everything in.
Jeez.
No, you guys got to check this photo
I
out
haven't
too.
released any
This
footage
photo.
from Bali yet, but it'll be up next.
Bago Bali?
And if it's out before this episode, I'll plug that right here as well. But good times, man. A solid month flew by.
Yeah.
Came back and
It's a good reset for you, man.
Miss y'all, man.
It's a great reset for you.
Good resets every time
Yeah,
I go
everything
home.
is a reset. Bro, I saw this guy going to the washroom. This guy's like, yo, it's a good reset.
But going back to Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, talk to us, man. What's going on?
Was it bigger than Taylor Swift's concert? Yeah, right? Yeah, it was.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
Fam, it was the most streamed like fight ever.
Yeah, bro, but she
talk-
sold 6 shows.
You're talking about streaming
I think
compared
Jake
to
Paul is
like...
bigger than Taylor Swift.
No.
No,
Honestly,
but-
I don't even know why you guys spend time watching that because I know it's all played out. It's all for publicity.
So it's rigged.
It's rigged.
So it's crazy.
So I don't even bother watching any of his fights because I know the outcome. He's gonna win, and then he's gonna come on saying, "Oh, this happened, but I respect this guy," and they're both walking away with a bag. So
Bro, he made 40 and Mike Tyson made 20 million.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, 40 million a night is crazy.
Yo,
40 mil. Fam.
20 mil to lose at age 58 and walk out.
Yeah.
Come
He was,
on,
I think he was
bro.
broke too.
But no. Mike Tyson's no longer broke. He's just
Was he not broke at a point?
yeah, he was like stupid broke.
Yeah, like
But
400 mil to being
when
broke
he,
is
but
crazy.
when he changed his life around, he came back to normal.
Yeah.
But like the only thing that comes to mind when I think about the fight is the memes that was going around. Like when he was training, he seemed like the animal.
Bro,
crazy.
Yeah,
And then
it's
it
actually
turned out to
wild.
be like Casper's
Yo,
left
but-
hand, which is nothing happened.
No, but you know what it was too? Like, when I was watching that fight, it seems like he was also holding back in the first couple rounds.
Yeah.
And people are analyzing it like maybe it was in a script, like it's a script, right? So I don't know.
But you also got to understand this guy's been fighting for a long time. He stopped fighting suddenly to pick it back up at age what, like 50 something?
58, bro.
Yeah,
58
he's
is so
borderline a retirement
Yeah.
home. Like his bones are brittle. Like
Yeah.
there's no reason for him to
But
stay in
guys,
the
what's
fight.
your take with Jake Paul going after a 58-year-old?
No, it makes no sense.
No, I don't
His
think.
fights don't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't
but-
think he's
But-
doing it in aspect of actual boxing. He's just doing it for entertainment.
Entertainment, and he's smart, fam. Like he finds guys that he knows will get traction. Second of all, like he can talk about it for the rest of his life.
Like he fought Tommy Fury's brother. What's his name?
Tyson Fury?
No, sorry, Tyson Fury's brother, Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
And like Tommy Fury won.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that.
This is like earlier on though.
No, like this was last year. That was his
Actually-
last fight. He lost.
To
I actually don't
Tommy
watch.
Fury?
I don't
Yeah.
watch fights like that.
Yeah. I thought
That wasn't a rigged fight. Like that was actually an actual boxing match.
Yeah. Shout out to
So-
my boy Callum. Callum's here today.
Shout out Callum.
Callum,
But yo, in terms of like marketing,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's smarter than
the brothers, yeah, the Paul
Genius.
brothers, yeah.
I thought Floyd was dope.
Yeah.
But come on, bro. The 27-year-old doing what he's doing right now.
Yeah,
and
Prime
big
Prime is
with-
taking over.
Prime is got released in India a few
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yo, but you guys do know Prime is not owned by Logan Paul.
Then
You guys know that, right?
I did not know that.
He's an ambassador for them.
No way.
Him and so like Logan Paul.
Yeah, I thought it was their brand.
No.
Because the
That's
way
what I
they're
thought.
pushing
Yo,
it, like
yeah, Logan Paul and
They probably got crazy equity.
Yeah.
well, what's the black guy?
KSI.
KSI. They're brand ambassadors
Yeah.
for Prime.
You know what their equity is? Because the way
but
they're moving, it
it's,
seems
no,
like
it's
Yeah,
big.
fam, it
It's
has
definitely
to.
big. It's
Yeah,
definitely
they're
big.
definitely
They're not the
big,
owners, but they
Oh,
damn
right.
near probably make just as much as the owners.
I did not know
100%,
that.
fam.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, they're probably making the bag for it too.
good to know, fam.
Do your
Jeez, facts by
research, man.
Cass? Come on, man. But what about my boy Bronny these days? Is he even playing?
He's down. They keep sending him down to G League, no?
No, but
Jeez.
yo, it's kind of a weird situation where they're like he only plays home,
The home games, yeah. So
Which
they don't
is
send him out. if
That's
it's an away game.
favoritism. That's
Yeah.
super favoritism.
That's kind of weird.
Brian was talking
That's
about it too. 'cause
nepotism.
Yeah.
Yo,
It takes
I didn't get to watch that take from Brian. Like, what was he saying?
it was-
So that means they don't want Bronny to be away from the team when the G League team has to travel to another
Yeah,
state.
no. But what I'm trying to say is like what was Brian's take on it?
Brian's take on it was like, yo, this is like favoritism, like talking about nepotism too. They're like, yo, it's taken away from him being a man and actually like getting to experience like how it feels to be a G League player because he's not at that level yet, right? So
Yeah, which is weird because you play in G League games when it's at home.
Yeah.
When it's away, you just travel with the Lakers team as you're a Lakers player.
yeah.
Bro, that's some crazy special
No,
circumstances.
it's crazy because the whole plan for Bronny was to put him in the G League and prep him.
Yeah.
But if you're not gonna give him those games, like where is he gonna? Like he's not gonna get minutes.
I
with the
don't
Lakers.
think after like I
doesn't
think
make
when
sense now.
LeBron leaves the league, he's out the league as well.
Yeah, I think he goes with LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get it.
Because I'm looking at some of the guys that's currently in the G League, like ex-NBA players trying to make a comeback, and I'm looking at some of the guys on these rosters.
Yeah.
Bro,
Does
they're
not-
way better
it
than
does
Bronny.
not add up.
It's not even.
It doesn't add
like
up.
it doesn't. It's not.
No. But at least the Lakers are winning, no?
Yeah.
Yo, good streak,
They're looking
5
good,
game. I
man.
made
Yo.
a sick ass bet over the weekend. And
Yo,
we
you're
won.
parlay
What about
king.
that silencer by LeBron?
Bro, I'm just shocked he's at this age. Obviously, he's not the same LeBron, but still very effective.
Damn near 80 years old doing
Bro, he's
that, bro.
still top 10. I don't care what anyone says. Is he a top
In
10
the
player
league,
in
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
bro.
I think maybe even top 5.
He's
Top
low.
five.
He's low key like top 10 in MVP rankings right now too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
And yo, fam, any given time, LeBron. The scary part about LeBron is any given time against any team, he could be the best player on the court.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And we're talking about the best in the world.
Best in the world at 39.
38 or
fam.
39.
He's touching 40 just now.
That is crazy.
But
fam.
your thoughts with JJ as a coach right now?
He's amazing.
Yo, I think he's doing a great job.
Numbers guy.
What players coach first of all.
super smart.
Super smart. Knows X's and
High
O's.
IQ.
Bro, I saw him cuss Braun off.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
joke.
He actually stopped him
Yeah.
and was like, yo, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
And that's what Braun needs, fam. That's what they won
That's
last
what they
time.
all need.
Yeah.
As a coach, I think you have to be that voice.
Yeah.
And I think
if your voice is not respected, then obviously you lose the locker room, which is where Darvin Ham lost it.
And I think it's also like, yo, like, you know where they put in the aspect of Darvin Ham's been trying to make AD the best player on the team?
Yeah.
Now the offense is AD.
Yeah.
AD averages a quick 30 and 12 for
And
13.
AD ball.
But everyone
Runs
else
through
around
AD.
him don't have to because
Yeah.
AD is going to get you that.
Yeah.
Bro, AD's a walking bucket and it's so
Yeah.
easy for him to score from.
Yeah.
And
AD's in his prime right now.
He's the best player on the team,
Yeah, yeah,
easily. LeBron obviously doing his
I
thing.
just hope when it gets to the finals, LeBron takes over and wins
Yeah.
finals MVP.
Yeah, then we want
I can't
that
have
too.
LeBron not having the finals MVP still.
Any updates on the in-game tournament right now?
No, but Lakers are up on the stats.
They are because they
Milwaukee
won.
Bucks.
Lakers beat San
Yeah.
Antonio Spurs.
Milwaukee Bucks, I think they're going to be a...
Let's talk about that team, man. I don't even know what's going on with them.
To be
but-
honest, bro, when I think about that team, I don't even want to talk about that team.
Yeah, but you know what's weird? Like, I've never expected Damian Lillard to be this bad.
Honestly, bro,
He's good. It's not just him. Like
a reflection of
yeah,
the team.
Yeah.
No, but fam,
He has spurts.
Yeah.
He's dropped 40 a couple games, fam.
fam,
It's
he
not
dropped
like he's
40
not.
one game and he would drop 7 the next game.
Yeah,
Seven.
but it's just not him, fam.
How you Damian Lillard
But,
dropping
yo,
7
don't,
points?
Don't
fam?
don't sleep on one of my favorite players in the NBA. I think they're just in a very bad situation.
Yeah.
The team is not gelling at
Bro,
all.
if you put Steph on this team with Giannis,
yeah.
they're going crazy, fam.
Yeah, that's Steph though.
We can't keep saying Damian Lillard's nice.
Yeah.
And he's doing this.
But he can't guard, first of all.
He
Second
is
of all, he
Defensive
right now he's
liability.
streaky. He's defensive liability. Losing Drew Holiday was their biggest downfall, and we talked about this
I
all
think
the
Drew
time.
Holiday is better than Damian Lillard.
I think so too. I've said this.
crazy.
Whoa, that's
No,
a
I said
hot
I
take.
said
No,
I said
honestly,
this.
fam, he
I've
actually said this and
fam.
it's facts.
Said what?
We spoke about it. I'm like, yo, I think Drew Holiday is actually better than Damian Lillard. You can pull it up
Yeah.
on the tapes.
You don't think he's better than Damian Lillard?
Hell no, bro.
How?
Are you guys nuts? I don't even want to talk about it.
But why?
Let's talk about bigger things that
That's
happen.
crazy, man.
Who's the GOAT in Toronto outside of Drake?
Who's the golden
Something happened recently where we had to.
Bah.
Oh, Vince Carter.
VC
go.
15.
Yeah, VC 15.
I'm
man.
kind of sad I didn't get to see you guys there, but yo,
Yeah, you actually went, though.
I actually attended the game and seen.
How's that experience?
Super nostalgic, bro.
First ever jersey retired in the NBA. I mean,
Jeez.
NBA for the Toronto
and
Raptors.
talk about that banner. Isn't that one of the best banners ever?
Clean banner.
Bro, with his image of
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
that's
actually
clean.
wild.
Clean.
Honestly, it was probably one of the cleanest ceremonies.
And honestly,
for jersey
he
retirement.
had to be the first. He deserved it. He's the best Toronto basketball player ever.
Bro, Toronto's been different.
Facts.
There's things they
who do you
had to
think
do
should be
for
next?
him.
Yeah.
What are some of the things Vince Carter brought to the city that no
He
one
brought
really
clubbing,
knows?
fam.
Bottle
He brought
service.
bottle service to
Yeah,
Toronto.
facts. That's
He brought
crazy.
celebrities to
Yeah.
Toronto. He put actually Toronto on the map like crazy.
Yeah, he
and it
actually
was
did.
kind of dope, bro, because he brought all the ex-teammates, bro.
Yeah.
T-Mac was there, Antonio Davis was there,
Yeah.
Mo
Anthony
Pete
Davis?
was there. Yeah.
Seeing that-
Antonio Davis.
Oh,
Seeing that probably for you was nostalgic because
Bro.
we grew up watching those guys in those black jerseys, those white
Crazy,
jerseys.
bro. The amount of love that this guy still gets is actually wild, bro. And it's a good move, bro. You can't have a Hall of Famer and not have a retired jersey. But going to Cass's question, who's next?
I think
Kyle Lowry obviously is going to be
Kyle
one of them.
Lowry.
Chris
but like-
Bosh.
Exactly. I was going to say
Chris
does
Bosh.
Not
Chris
Kyle
Bosh-
Lowry, Chris Bosh.
Nah,
man.
no.
Chris Bosh has done more for the city than Kyle Lowry.
No, what?
Kyle Lowry just rode Kawhi's piece, fam.
Fam, that's how you know this guy doesn't watch Toronto basketball
Fam,
at
you guys
all.
can't be certifying role players like
No,
Kyle Lowry and
no,
saying
Kyle
he's
Lowry's
nice.
not a role player, fam.
He was a
Lowry.
role player on
Kyle
the
Lowry
Raptors.
did so much for the
Kyle Lowry
city
is-
in a
What do you
short
do?
amount of time, fam.
Kyle Lowry is
All-Star-
arguably the best Raptor of all time.
Yeah.
How?
He's played a pretty long time.
9 years.
Yeah. He's had multiple All-Star appearances, brought us a chip, and you know in
Brought
those,
us a chip.
Yeah,
And he was
with-
the heart of that team.
with Kawhi,
Brought
fam.
us a chip.
And he's probably one of the most loved Raptor players of all
Nah,
time.
fam. Shout out to my guy 𝗙cie, bro. You know what it is, man.
Nah, man.
But-
CB4 over him, nah, that's a
Easily.
That's
No,
a.
Chris Bosh needs
Chris
to get-
Bosh has way more All-Star
no.
appearances than him.
Yeah, but I
But
understand
Chris,
that.
And
yeah.
if you put
but you're
CB
talking about a Toronto Raptor.
No, but
fam.
fam, when Lowry was on the team in those years, it was DeRozan's team. You can't be the Robin Hood and be like the best player on the team.
Nah.
It wasn't
It's
Kyle
different.
Lowry's
It's different,
team.
though.
I
We've
see what
never
you mean,
said
but
it's
that's a
Kyle
wild
Lowry's
Yeah,
team.
take.
that's
No.
like-
When
that's
Chris Bosh played, it was Chris Bosh's team.
Yeah.
It was the Toronto Raptors and the Chris Bosh.
I love CB,
They would
bro.
say
I love
DeRozan
CB.
and the Raptors. They would never say it's Lowry and
No,
the
no,
Raptors.
they always
fam.
said DeRozan and Lowry, bro. They
No,
never
they
said
did
DeRozan
not,
by
Yeah.
himself.
fam.
And speaking of DeRozan, bro, what Drake did, what do you guys think? Is that a right thing to do during
Nah,
an important-
Drake's
No, man to man, what
I think
Drake.
that was mad petty, and I
No.
didn't
It was
respect
kind
it.
of weird.
No, what Drake did for himself, like he said it based
Nah,
off of
but-
his own experiences, what Demar did to him. Us
No,
as a
but-
city,
no,
I don't
but
feel that way.
place
You're
and
doing
time,
that,
bro.
yeah.
Place
You're
and time.
doing that
You're right.
during
Place
It
and
was
time.
Vince
Vince's
Carter's
day.
retired
As a
jersey.
member as a member of the city, we grew up watching basketball. Demar definitely deserves to get his jersey retired.
100%.
I'll say that with a chest.
No, we understand
He
that.
just brought his
We're-
personal issues
Yeah,
onto the
that's
air.
what I'm saying.
Like,
Exactly.
You don't have to be
And
doing
I,
that.
I thought that was super whack of Drake to do that, especially like on such a big night for VC. Because the next day, when you look at social media, I mean, obviously people were talking about their jersey retirement, but a lot of the conversation was going towards, yo, why
Why
did
is-
Demar
yeah.
say that? I mean,
Why
why
is
did
Drake
Drake say
saying
that with
this?
Demar?
Yeah.
And I kind of see what Drake is feeling. Obviously, we talked about this on the previous pod. I don't know if Demar was right doing that, playing both sides. But I think, like Cass said, yo, there's a place and a time for it, and that wasn't the day
wasn't
for
time,
it.
especially in a nationally televised game like that to
And
bring
it
your
wasn't
own
even once,
pettiness,
it was
fam.
twice, fam.
Yeah.
It was like twice.
And it came out of nowhere. Like, no one asked him anything about it. And then he
And the
went
whole game
out
was
of the
just
way.
like staring at Chris, like,
It was staring
DeMar.
at DeMar.
yeah, it was like, it was just like,
And DeMar wasn't really happy.
Yeah, you
Like,
just
obviously, I'm not
Honestly,
saying.
DeMar was class act.
Yeah.
He didn't really
Yeah,
act up.
I'm shocked DeMar didn't get petty.
Yeah.
But Drake's petty, fam.
Yeah,
Drake's
you know that though.
Like, I don't blame him for it, but damn, I wouldn't have done that. Especially because your fam, took away from Vince Carter's night, and all they did was talk about that.
Exactly.
And that's what, like, even Lou Will said. Lou was like, bro, like, place and time. Like,
Place
you
and
just
time.
stole somebody's night.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Lou
mean,
Will
it was-
has the best take on it.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like, we fuck with you with Drake, but, like, what you did, it wasn't the right place.
You think Drake hates DeMar DeRozan?
Drake hates DeMar DeRozan? I think DeMar has a little class, and I think he talked about it a few times. Like, yo, honestly, I'm not picking sides. I'm just
Yeah.
going with my hometown, right? Like,
Yeah.
being
tough
in the
to-
video and
yeah,
showing
you
up on
can't-
stage obviously
Yeah.
will brush anyone wrong.
But you
'Cause-
can't be like that, yo. You're from your city. Like, imagine you're from your city. One of your your artists.
No, but you
growing
still
up,
gotta
like-
say no because at the end of
You
the day,
still
it's
gotta
like,
say no. I agree.
bro,
Yeah,
bro,
but-
if I hop on a song but a man's calling you a pedophile,
Yeah,
that's weird. fam.
that's a no for me.
Drake,
He-
Drake
he un-
definitely hates him.
Bro, he unfollowed LeBron too.
Yeah. And LeBron still follows him, which is kind of weird. Bron, the thing is, that's because Bron is just like I don't have
Like
time
class
for
act.
this. Yeah,
You know, we're not petty.
Yeah, we're not petty. They actually went on a spree of unfollowing bare people.
Yeah, he unfollowed Bear Man's fam. He
Jeez.
unfollowed you too.
Yeah.
That's such a ting movement though. Just
Yeah.
like
Would you
follow-
unfollow somebody if you don't like them?
If I don't like them, I don't know. I don't.
Why are you
follow
saying
that
I don't know?
start
We
with,
know you would
but,
unfollow them.
If someone told me don't follow someone, I would unfollow them.
Okay, now that we're on the subject I hate, what would you do if your partner, okay, vice versa too. If your pet hates your partner.
Your pet hates you.
Like
That's a tough one,
let's
bro.
say you have a dog and you bring your girl and the dog's just going crazy every time. What would you do?
Yeah, this is.
But why though?
What do you mean? Why? You want me to ask my dog?
Like, are we talking about the first time your pet meets him, or
Like
like
every time.
Every time.
Every time since your pet's like, nah.
And the pet is good with everyone else.
But like, as soon as it sees your partner, starts peeing on the floor, goes crazy, starts biting everybody. And
I'll probably just ask her to go shower. Maybe the smell is not really working out.
Honestly, I would just take it as this is a sign.
This is a sign that you gotta.
Your
let
pet
go.
knows you
Dogs
best,
have
fam.
dogs have good
If my
intuition.
dog
man.
doesn't like somebody, I
So
don't.
what do you do when V-Man calls everyone their dogs?
But that's all the dogs.
All the dogs. For my dogs.
For all the dogs, shout out Drake, man. F Demar.
Oh, what about vice versa? What
Yeah.
would you do if your partner
Doesn't like your pet.
doesn't like your pet and it's like, yo, let's say like you're trying to move in together and your partner's like, yo, your pet can't be here.
Jeez.
What would you do?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, man.
Let me just take
Especially-
I mean, answer.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys aren't answering the question.
Yo, so you grew up with that with
Pet.
the pet. Him or her, whatever, for a long period of time before you met your partner. Before you met your partner, and your partner's like, "Yo, you can't bring your dog in."
Yeah.
That's like,
Is that a non-negotiable?
Yeah, that would be a no.
yeah, man, that's
Yeah,
tough.
for me, I'd be like, yo,
You're asking like that's your child, pretty much.
I would kind of establish it like from the
that's a
start,
family
though.
member.
Yeah, that's a family.
Yeah,
member,
I would
man.
kind of establish it from the start. Like, yo, listen, like this is my pet.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's coming with us if we're gonna end up in that stage.
If you're not good with dogs,
Yeah.
we're not it. If you have allergies,
If you're not good with dogs, you're about to get
take some
dogged, for
Claritin,
real.
take some Claritin, take some Allegra. Like you got to
Some
put up
what,
with the dog.
Viagra? What?
Allegra.
Whoa, what kind of dog are you trying to play?
It's
bro?
it's an allergy medication, man.
Yeah, it's like, yo, if you don't like my dog, get on the dog.
No one said that.
Yeah. Just don't mess with the pets, man.
Yeah,
The
no,
pets
but
don't
yeah,
like you, we
pets
don't
is
like you.
family,
Yeah.
fam.
Yeah, pets.
And they usually have good intuition, as I was saying
They
earlier.
really do. You do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a dog too, then.
Yeah, we're all dogs.
For all the dogs.
I mean, that's what it is too, fam. And like, you know what it is though? Like, this is a funny brown thing. I just thought about it when we're talking about pets. It's like, yo, when you're first getting a pet, your parents would be like, no. You don't understand.
What do you mean when you first get it? The second you talk about a pet,
Yeah,
you're
you're like, no.
Literally the line every time.
And then,
Yo, that's
then
the
once the
go-to
pet
line,
comes,
fam.
and then
Yeah,
the pet arrives, they're best friends.
Yeah.
My mom takes care of my dogs. Like, fam, I don't even have
Can't
to
even
worry.
take the dogs away after.
Facts.
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah.
I move out, I'd have to probably leave my dogs behind.
You'll see parents now like posting with the dogs and everything. They're like, oh, my cooties here, this, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking of posts,
Yeah.
let's segue. I was waiting for you
I
guys.
see where you're going.
I was waiting for you guys to be like, yo,
Well,
segue.
what's his usual one? What's his usual
Let
line?
me touch on this.
Speaking of pets, let me touch on this.
So
That's
speaking of
actually a
posts,
wild one. Talking about pets.
Oh
touch
my
on this is
God.
kinda
yeah,
crazy,
come
man.
on, fam.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
bestiality, man. We don't do that.
Whoa!
How do you even know what that
Yeah, he
is?
knows.
What was he saying? Speaking of posts, does it still matter in society and in our time now if posting your partner matters?
I don't think it matters.
Nah, those days are done.
I actually genuinely
I think
think if
the-
you want a
the-
happy
the-
relationship,
the-
you should stay off social media.
Yeah, the less you post, the better for you.
Key.
Bro, the black eye is crazy, fam.
Evil eye is real, man.
Fam.
Bro, I've had instances
Look at
where
this
I would...
guy. Yo,
I-
put your pinky
look
out,
at my
man.
hands, fam. Like I'm losing fingers, bro.
This-
Over this black eye.
Bro, what
shit.
are you doing?
It's evil eye, man.
This is like, yo,
look at this.
look at my
bro.
hands.
It's actually crazy.
Yo,
man.
bro, I'm telling you guys, fam.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like yo, I've
V-Man
had,
post the most, and man bless.
Yeah.
no, but V-Man would
It's all
never
good,
post
though.
his partner, fam.
I'll do a soft launch.
No, not even a soft launch.
I'll do a soft launch, no face.
No cap?
He would because, bro, he's a well-known guy in the community. People want to know. The girls want to know what is going on with this guy.
What is going on? Meanwhile, while we're on that topic, let's talk about what you guys are wearing today.
What? That's like solely off
That was a horrible
Bro,
transition.
stop trying to switch the subject. So
Jeez.
what are your thoughts, fam?
With? I
Posting
just said
partner.
it.
What'd you say?
The less you post, the better.
Your
Yeah,
partner,
I don't-
especially
I
your
don't-
partner,
yeah,
too.
I don't.
Like, I've had instances where, like, yo, you post on social media, you're mad happy, boom, everything goes south.
mad desperate.
For no reason. You good?
You alright, man? What are you thinking about? What happened?
His partner.
The pets and allergies and.
Yeah. You have allergies?
You're sitting beside a
Are
knife
you
right
gonna
now?
sneeze?
No, I'm good. Give me a second.
Did you take Claritin and Viagra or no?
But But you would do a first launch?
I'll do a soft launch.
Yeah.
This guy said first launch.
Like a world premiere?
Like a world premiere. Be
No, like a countdown.
Be like, I'll put a first post coming soon, and then dot.
Yo, I remember.
That would be crazy.
No, then you just start posting soft pictures like the hand.
Yeah.
You know, like each
a puzzle,
picture.
like a puzzle. Yo, every week you release one piece of the puzzle.
It's like an advent calendar, you know. You just
But the people want to know, man. What's going on with you and the love life?
love life's. I'm chilling right now.
Chilling, okay. So you're just
gotta-
trying to win the chip.
Just trying to win a LOC championship. That's number one.
That's the
priority.
ring that you're focused on.
That's the number one ring. I'm
LOC
focused
is
on.
good, fun right now.
Yo, can you guys tell them about LLC right now? Shout out to my guys, NJ and Adrian, though.
Shout out to NJ and Adrian.
Best
League of
South Asian
Champions.
league in the city, man.
We try to shout them out every time we can. We all play on the same team, Ajax Admirals. Some of the greatest teammates I've ever had, and our team is also 5-0. Shout out our guys, Hassan, Richard,
Clay Thompson.
Abiram,
Mayu,
Abilash,
Abilash,
Mayu, Consti, the heart and soul of the team right there.
and Play.
Shiggy T.
Yeah. Tay.
And yo, assistant coach Shaggy, man.
It's just Coach Shaggy.
That's my guy.
2. Even there's too much evil eye in that guy too, man.
Yeah, out here. But yeah, man, great start of the season. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more work to do.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a work in progress. And hopefully, we could keep this going. Are we the only undefeated team right now?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of good teams, and we don't take
talent.
that.
Everyone's gonna be
levels
coming
wild,
for us, man.
Yeah.
That's because we're undefeated. We're like the Warriors right now. When everyone's trying to beat.
No, but the funniest thing, bro, like even this past Saturday, I remember we were winning. Guys were cheering us on.
Yeah.
Near the end, I felt the energy switch.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a low key, some guys wanted us to
Yeah,
lose
you see
bad.
man's tapping their
Yeah.
feet and stuff. We see you guys,
see you,
man.
man. We hear
see
you
the
too.
hate. We know. It's okay. But there's a lot of good teams. I feel like it's anyone's to take, but I'm confident in our team just because we have dogs from A to Z. I say from Ruben's coming
I mean,
back.
defense wins championships, and we
Yeah.
play hard defense.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's what it is, honestly, like-
Because our offense can be a hit or miss, but when we're on defensively, I don't think anyone's beating us.
Talking about offense, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, let's not talk about offense.
Layup package is wild.
This is what happens when you
Jeez.
4 for 10.
But guys, are situationships
Plus
just a
9.
budget relationship?
What?
Are situationships just budget relationships?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the situationships is like the guys like, yo, I don't want to give you all the gifts. I just want to clap and give you some chips.
Some chips? Some chips with the dip?
He wants the chips.
Wow.
But no, like it is.
That's
what it
a
is,
crazy
fam.
take, fam.
Like
Crazy.
it's like I don't get situationships. It's like what is a situation?
Can someone explain to me what that is?
V-Man would know best.
Don't try to put this on
Talk
me.
about all the dogs.
Yeah, talk about all the dogs you got.
No, what's the actual
Talk about
definition
the hound.
for the people that don't know? What's a situation?
I'm pretty sure everyone that's watching this should know what a
No, they don't.
situationship
Just
is.
explain it.
So if you see Casper outside with like multiple girls, that's one example of a situationship.
Yeah,
First of all,
you're
he's-
never gonna see me with
He's not
multiple
entertaining. All right, so you want to talk shit?
No.
Yeah,
I like what he did.
No,
Okay, forget all that.
So a situationship.
Since you were in a situationship, tell us what
Stop
happened.
this.
I know you love looking at that camera. But
Which
once in a while,
the main
look at that
camera?
one
Okay,
too.
yo. So
How about you look at us?
Yeah.
I'm trying to, but like it's a little awkward.
Okay.
So first time, we're facing each other. Situationship. I feel like we spoke about this before.
No, we've never actually talked
Never
about
spoke about
it's
situation.
it's a relationship cut in half. So none of the titles,
attached?
none of the titles,
No commitment.
no commitment. It's just you guys kind of come
No
to a mutual.
finances.
You come to a mutual understanding of what you
So they're
want.
basically our friends with benefits.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
what it is?
Pretty much. Yeah, you come to a
Is it
mutual
actually?
understanding.
I don't know.
You come to a mutual understanding.
I don't. I've never been in a situation.
Can I finish while you guys
Sorry,
talking?
go
Did
on.
you not ask me the question? All right.
Facts, my bad.
All right. Thank you.
My bad.
So you
my
come
bad.
to-
Sorry.
So you come to a mutual understanding where you guys benefit from each other's presence mentally and physically.
What kind of explanation is
What do you
this
mean?
guy
That's a
doing?
valid explanation.
Yeah, I think you're doing a fantastic
Yeah.
job.
Honestly, I think you invented it by the time.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then based off of that, it could develop into a relationship, and it could go the other way. It could regress into.
That is fried.
It could regress into you guys going apart and finding that you guys are not working for each other.
For a guy that said that didn't know what a situationship, that was a fantastic.
I feel like you
Very
invented the word
that's a very
situation.
scientific answer. Right
You literally went for 3 minutes. Good job.
That's his longest
Yeah.
time.
But it's great. I feel like I hear about a lot of situationships these days.
Are you in it?
I hear about crazy. I hear about a lot of financing being a problem with those. But Cass, what's your take on that, man? Situationships?
Yo, I think it's because we're older now. Like the younger generation just kind of just took friends with benefits and made it into situationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like-
it's the new term for
yeah,
that, right?
like
It's
what
just-
makes no
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Bro.
he has game. Like when you say, "Oh, this guy has game," now it's like, "Yo, this guy has Riz." Like it's like the.
Yeah.
Riz, what the hell is Riz, fam?
Come on, fam. You know what
on, you
Riz
know what
is,
Riz
fam.
is.
You're not a Rizzler, fam.
Jeez.
No, I'm a sizzler.
D-Man was talking about glizzy earlier. I don't know why.
It's like I like the Grizzler. No, but yeah, no. Yeah, I think that's just a dumb, stupid, wasting time.
Bro, you know what I realized, bro?
Yo, when you're young, if you can stay single, stay single. Because once you find that person, you're either going to find the person or not. You don't have to go through multiple
Big facts.
people and just like ruin your shit.
And don't rush it.
Yeah. And then just fucking pick up bare trauma from like 17 different people.
Yeah.
And then kind of, you know, like ruin everything you have because you're dumb. Just stay single. If you can't be in a relationship, you can't be in a relationship.
Jeez.
That's what it is.
Wow,
Preach,
bars.
guy. Preach.
Preacher.
As older we get, man.
Preacher Pink.
Is that why you guys are still single? What's going on?
We're
Who said I was single?
We're prioritizing ourselves.
Ooh, that's why you were in pink.
Jeez, who said he was single?
Is there something you haven't told us, bro?
Wow, this is a big reveal coming soon. Coming soon.
No,
The
I'm
first
just joking,
part
I'm
of the
joking.
puzzle is going on next week.
I'm never talking about my relationship. If I'm single, I'm single. If I'm not, I'm not. You'll never know.
That's it. You'll never know. What was I gonna say, bro? The most annoying part of V-Man, man will show up with new shoes for basketball every week in different colors.
Bro, it's not even the game,
One
though.
time he was wearing 2 different sneakers.
Bro, in the game, he'll wear the worst shoes that he has.
Bro, I think
For
he-
practice, he'll bring 4 different shoes. He's like, yo, Cass. I'm like, yo, what?
When did you become such a sneaker?
He'll be like,
Right.
Cass. Yo, I just got the Weights Sizzler 4000. I'm like, what do you mean? He's
Then
like,
he
yo,
said,
the
I got
tech
that.
on this is crazy.
Then he said, I got the Glizzy 100.
Yo, I'm not a sneakerhead. So there's a difference between being a sneakerhead and then a ball shoe head.
Yo, fam, it
I would
seems
say-
like everyone nowadays is a
It's
sneakerhead.
Yeah.
But they're not.
They're not.
You're not a sneakerhead just because you buy the Jordans that come out now.
Yeah.
What are the standards to being a sneakerhead?
Knowing all your shoes.
Plus 5 years. Of
Yeah,
a lo-
honestly, you
of
gotta be
lo-
able to collect.
Of a love for sneakers plus 5 years of actually collecting sneakers.
And in your
and
sneaker
you guys,
collection-
you two are like prime examples because ever since I knew you guys been Jordan heads, you guys been Nike heads, you guys been all the exclusive drops. So like, you guys.
And
are
it's
guys.
about having older shoes, fam. Like, you can't
Yeah.
become a shoe head by buying every shoe in 2024.
Yeah.
If you only have 2024 in your shoe collection
Yeah.
and say I'm a shoe head, you're not a shoe head.
You're not a shoe
Facts.
You know, like you just because you have Jordan 4s, just because that's what's hot right now, doesn't make you a sneakerhead.
That's true.
You gotta
And
have the
you're right.
14s, the 15s,
And you're
the
right.
21s.
You gotta recognize your
Yeah.
sneakers too. If someone's pulling up in J's, you gotta know which J's those
Yeah.
are.
Like, if I just keep seeing the same shoes again and again,
Because one time, bro, I was with my boy and someone was rocking the 11s, and the guy's like, "Yo, bro, those 6s are nice." And I was like, "Stop."
Or you see the ones where they're like, they're blatantly fake, and the guy's just rocking it with confidence. I'm just looking at it. I'm like,
yo, no, I'll tell you what's the worst
Fam,
one,
no,
fam.
Let me share the story, bro. I was playing with 11s.
Yeah.
In the TTBA.
Stop.
This guy stopped me and asked me if they were fake.
No, but I'll tell you why. Let me give you my background.
Let me tell you my background and my education.
Yo, fam, obviously when we grew up, like, Jordans were like holy grails.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the first ones I've seen them hooping Jordans, right? At those times, I'm like 14 years old.
Yeah.
11s are like shoes you like, I don't even touch.
Idolize.
They just sit in my room, fam.
those are you just wear for the picture,
Yeah,
put it up
literally,
and then put it back in the box.
Like, and then put it back in the box. This guy is rocking the Gammas,
Yeah.
and he's beating them, fam. Cross.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No,
yo,
the
fam.
Gammas was after.
Before, no, you had the Gammas.
Yeah, I played in the Gammas, but I also played in the Concord 11s, white and black.
Yeah, when you're on
played in
Pickering.
those?
When you're on
Yeah,
Pickering. When you're on
Pickering,
Pickering,
yeah.
yeah.
It went perfectly with the jersey.
Nishan's a shoe head.
Yeah.
He was one of the OGs
Yeah,
in the shoe
Nishan.
game.
Yeah, Nishan's got very
Nishan was Suji.
But I
fam,
also
Suji has some
agree.
good ones.
I would also say that the 11s were the best basketball shoes.
yeah, 11s.
I can't lie.
I heard 12s were pretty good too.
Bro,
Did you hoop in the
12s are my favorite.
Yeah, I think the 12s are good just due to the ankle support is dope. It's
Yeah.
just a lot heavier.
Yeah.
It's just heavy.
The 11s just look nice. Like, anyone
And
that
also,
hoops-
you're not a shoe head, fam.
Yeah.
If you wear Jordan mids or, my bad, if you wear Jordan mids or have Team Jordan kicks, fam.
Yeah, Team
Bro,
Jordans.
Team Jordans should be canceled.
One of my
Jordan should
guys
be
pulled up in the
canceled,
Swiss Zykes the other day, fam.
Fam, some of the
Swiss
Spazikes,
Zykes, bro. No, man.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie,
there's a 1-2 that are fire.
fam. In high school,
Spazikes were 1-2. There's 1-2.
The black and
Yeah.
the black and gold one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I honestly didn't care for it.
Yeah.
But they were so fire. Like my entire high school had it.
Yeah.
And probably the only time I had to step out from the retros to get it.
Yo, Spazikes,
but
fam, you know
going back to what
Spazikes
you
are
said,
fire.
in terms of worst shoes of all time, anything that's Team Jordan.
Yeah, Team Jordan.
Bro, six rings. Don't tell me 6 rings are nice.
The worst.
Look, he's gonna be like,
No,
those
no,
are
no,
nice.
6 rings are actually horrible.
6 rings are dirty. There's another one, fam. I forgot the name. They look like the 11s, but they weren't the 11s.
Or any.
They did like the hybrid ones
or
where they like
any Jordan athletes.
Yeah.
There was only one time I
No,
actually liked
fam,
it.
I
Was
can't lie
Melo
though.
had it.
Yeah.
No.
But that was it.
Mellow Jordans, like hoop shoes, was nice. But there was
Nice.
also another one. There was like Jordan 21s. My like pops got it for me one time in high school. Best hoop shoe ever. I forgot it at the gym.
ones with the extra cushioning
Yeah,
at the
bro, it
bottom.
was the craziest
you
ball
can-
shape
Yeah, no.
ever.
Yeah, you could probably play ball with it, but you can't rock it.
You
Oh
can't
yeah, you
rock
can't
those.
rock.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
talking about hoop in general.
Yo, low key, this is one Jordan that people don't really talk about, but I always loved. The 18s.
18s are crazy, fam.
Bro.
18s,
I need to
17s,
look at a picture.
21s.
White and the blue?
Yeah,
Oh,
bro,
man.
21s are
I need to look at a
crazy.
picture of them.
18s are bro.
18s are
I tried to
wild.
hoop in the 18s.
I'll throw it up here, guys.
Yeah.
Let me know what your thoughts are.
18s are crazy. Alvin had those.
18s are crazy. The white and blue. I remember seeing for the first time, like, bruh.
Yeah, 18s are fire.
I think that's
fam.
the last number I dealt with. Like,
There's some
after
weird
that,
ones.
I
21s
really
are
stopped.
nice.
17s.
17s to
These
21s.
ones, eh?
Yeah.
Bro, you know who has that right now? Raj has those.
These ones?
Yeah.
Crazy.
The exact same ones.
Raj has this?
Size 11.
Crazy.
Yeah, yo, bro, size 11.
But you won't give it to me. You're crazy.
Raj has some sick ones right now. He collected a little early, but he had those 18s, fam. He has like the DMP packs,
Yeah.
14 and the 5s.
Ooh, remember when the DMP packs was a thing?
Bro, I
Nah,
couldn't
remember-
afford them, fam.
yeah.
I couldn't afford them.
I always wanted them because I would always look at like a bunch of different
Bro, I
pictures and be
remember
like,
my
yo,
first-
I need this.
my
Because
first-
it was a hit or miss.
Yeah.
Sometimes one of them you really wanted,
Yeah,
and
and
the other one you never
was
wanted.
what- oh,
Bro,
yeah.
my first pair of Jordans was the 14s, the last shots. I still have them right now.
14s
I don't have
are
the
dope.
first pair, but I have a pair that I bought recently just so I can have it. Yeah. But I remember I went to Foot Locker. They had one in Vancouver, so they're going to ship it over.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, you're short
So you flew to
$7.
Vancouver?
They're like, you're short $7.
Yeah.
I was at STC. Bro, I went to the train station and started
Sorry.
asking people for toonie, fam.
You're not serious.
I was like, yo, you have a toonie?
fam.
I got a toonie. I was like, yo, you have a toonie? I got a toonie. Then I see my brother. Then I'm like, yo, Joseph, you have $5? At the time, he was working at Metro. He's like, yeah, here's $5.
Yeah.
Boom. Got my first pair of Jordans.
Real fun.
You still remember the person that gave you the tuning?
No, it's just random stuff.
Jeez. Yo, shout out to that tuning though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tuning
Toonie
went a long
helped.
way.
Toonie,
Never
loony,
forget
man.
where you came from, bro. But let me ask you this, guys. You guys are pretty popular on social media.
You're pretty popular.
You're like
so-
the most popular guy
Come
on
on,
social
man.
media.
But
You're
let
more
me ask you
popular than all of us.
this. Is liking someone's story on Instagram considered cheating?
No.
Yes.
Whoa, that was quick.
He does it so much.
Oh, he likes
Yes,
everyone's
that's
story.
cheating.
Fam, you guys are
That's cheating.
Liking like
Someone's
things.
story.
Yo, you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
you're
no,
liking
I didn't
after.
ask-
No,
I didn't
I'm
go
not
there
like.
yet. I didn't
He
go
didn't
there.
talk about relationships, like
I didn't go
relationship
through
story. Like
relationship yet.
seeing someone post
But
something
you
sick,
guys
I'm
know
gonna
the
like the
context.
story.
Obviously, that's the context.
Nah, fam.
I mean,
You're not
That
being
is obviously-
specific, fam.
But that's
More or
like
less.
saying,
Yeah.
bro.
More
So
or less.
let's get more specific because
Yeah.
that's like saying
Okay.
is
Yeah.
driving
Is liking someone's story while you're in a relationship
cheating.
cheating?
Okay, but what are they posting?
Oh my god.
Thirst traps.
That's 100% like guilty conscience, fam.
Okay,
That's
just
a
a
no-no.
regular, just a regular photo, like you're showing the fit chat.
No,
That's not
That's not
cheating.
cheating.
that is.
You make up your mind, bro.
Going crazy.
What? He's like I like it, but I don't like it.
Nah, anything to do with if it's
he would like it and then unlike
if
it.
if it's of like a scenery or like a food spot or something like that, then
This guy micro cheats.
that's not micro cheating. If they post a sick scenic photo, I'm gonna
Fam,
like it.
why are you talking about freaking landscapes and like
he's like,
coffees?
yo,
'Cause-
if you post landscapes, I can like it.
If
but
you're in a relationship and if they're posting stuff like that and you actually think it's aesthetically
you don't have to
appealing,
like it, just look at it.
I'm gonna like it.
You like it?
But it's not. I'm not liking like thirst trap photos or like just a whole fit of the day. Like, nah, I'm not liking that from a relationship.
How
Boundaries.
about commenting on other people's stuff?
What do you mean?
Like you're in a relationship, but you're putting like hard eyes on like other people's.
Yeah,
photos.
hard eyes is a no.
Hard eyes
Come
are-
on.
That's crazy.
Hard eyes is actually
Yeah,
not
hard eyes
cheating.
is like
That's
that's
insane.
crazy.
Might as well just hang yourself like that.
Wow. Yo.
Oh my god. What's your take on it? You're like the Instagram god.
No heart emojis.
Yeah.
Definitely no like
Thirst traps. or
thirst
like,
trap.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
definitely.
That's
not.
a no.
Absolutely not.
How about following randoms?
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm too old to follow randoms.
Yeah, like liking
I'm
and
passive.
stuff. I'm like, yo, there's no point if I'm just watch it.
Yeah.
And just keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying? Liking is like taking initiative.
Yeah, actually
and
taking that next step
Yeah,
to be like,
exactly.
okay, like let me like
Let me
it and
show
see,
interest.
see where this goes.
Yeah,
you know?
no. There's no time
No,
for
I
that.
agree.
Yeah.
If you're still doing this now, guys, come on, man. Do better, be better.
Is
Feel
Instagram
better.
going out of phase soon though?
No, it's not.
Nah, I
People
don't
make a
think-
living out of
yo,
Instagram. You think that's gonna go anywhere?
It's not
No, I'm
going
just asking
anywhere.
because remember,
bro.
like Facebook was like that, and then I'm like,
Facebook
I'm always
actually has more.
wondering
They pay more.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Facebook
I'm also,
Facebook pays the
Pays
most.
the most. Yeah. Yo, but
Damn.
yo, should we hop on Facebook on the pod?
Yeah, we might actually have to start.
You know what?
Posting on
Maybe
there.
we need a different community.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We might have to start posting on Facebook, fam.
Yeah.
That'd be elite.
No, that's true.
Maybe MySpace.
We'll
I'm joking.
okay.
Twitter
What-
threads?
What did you say about that? No.
Yeah, because I'd be like, yo, it's just a waste of time. I feel like social media sometimes is just, bro, it's like those are things you should kind of know, but some people don't.
Yeah.
Right? They probably do it harmless and then they get in trouble and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, snap. How about like liking like celebrity crushes photos? Like who's your celebrity crush? Let's just say. Like a girl.
Kendall Jenner.
Like imagine you posted a bikini picture and you're just liking every single one and you're commenting on it like, go Kendall.
Nah, that's
That's
your gut in the head.
Yeah.
Stuff.
You're gone in your head.
You're gone in your head.
That's good.
It's true. Yo, get up.
How about you?
You're gone in your mouth. So, pause.
What kind of laugh was that? You good?
What was the question?
No, it's like what about like liking like thirst traps from celebrities?
No.
You think that's cheating?
Cheating?
Like if you like Drake's
No,
I don't
picture,
think it's
fam,
cheating.
nah,
It's just
like a naked picture of Drake, would you like it?
Nah, he wouldn't like it. He'll just open it up and be like,
Oh my god, that's
Act your
so.
age, bro.
He's like 19.
Rick!
Drake.
No, but Pam, what would have you done if you just got a little glimpse like this?
From Drake?
Yeah.
Said I'm not showering for 30
Yo,
days.
you know how Diddy had his parties? Would you go to a Drake party?
I'll go to a Drake party over a Diddy party. You're crazy?
What?
But what if it was one of those parties?
No.
But you get to see Drake in one of
No.
those setups.
Definitely not.
Then Drake's like, yo, you can spend the night.
Whoa.
Okay, like, the subject is going
You
crazy.
guys
right
are
now.
pushing so
Yeah,
many
Yeah,
buttons
we're
right
going crazy right now.
No,
now.
but you know
I'm
what?
actually not gonna have to like delete that portion.
Don't delete it.
No, just the portion he did.
What's the portion?
Yeah,
you did?
yeah,
He was doing some wild
That was a
movement.
weird one.
Bro, like,
Still,
I don't-
bro, is this guy good?
Yeah, like you alright, bro?
I'm blessed.
You're doing some crazy movements, man.
Okay, how about this? I got to see
Didn't
one.
you learn from his left hand, bro?
Let me, bro. I tried. I was like, "Ugh."
Go for it.
Yo, let me ask you guys this: if your best friend and your partner start arguing like crazy, do you have to choose a side, or would you choose a side,
I've
or
seen
whose
it.
side
I've,
would you choose?
I've seen it before.
Shout out Nessie.
You stay out of it, bro.
Honestly,
You
yeah.
just gotta plead the fifth
Yeah,
and just smile and
beautiful.
just be like, all right.
Just agree to both.
Yeah.
Honestly, as long as obviously it doesn't get disrespectful on both parties, right? I think just stay out of it because bro, you guys can argue it out and just walk away.
As long as it's a healthy argument.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
it starts getting nasty, then,
Then
On
you'll
one
step
side,
in
like
and
if
be
someone
yeah.
says something out of pocket, you gotta stop it. Be like,
Yeah.
yo, chill.
chill.
Like if it was your friend or your partner, you gotta be like, yo, chill. It's not that serious. What if your partner asks you to cut a friend off?
I think we've talked about this before.
We haven't.
No?
Not a cut a
We
friend
did.
off.
We did.
Cut a friend off?
Yeah.
Cut a friend off?
We
Yeah,
did.
I mean, borderline
Yeah.
talked about it, but it's gotta depend on what the reason
Like
is.
a valid reason, right?
No, it's gotta
Yeah.
be valid. If
Yeah.
it's not a valid reason, no, I'm not cutting it.
There's no point, yeah.
Especially if it's like a lifelong friend too. Like you guys been through your trials and tribulations.
Been through the trouble.
It's unfair for them to ask for that unless there's a like
There's
you
a
said like
valid
a
reason.
very valid reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, why is it getting silent right now? Are you guys good?
There's a lot to think about with these questions.
Yo, this seems like we're in a group chat right now and I need you guys, bro.
Yo, what up? So speaking of group chats, I'm sure we've been in these type of group chats.
Yeah.
Our group chats are jokes, man.
You know when you guys get into like a roasting session or whatever the case may be, and someone ends up leaving the group.
Yo, if you're a guy and you leave the group chat, it's hard, man.
Yeah. You
can't.
can't.
There was one group of obviously of ours where everyone just did it.
Yeah.
But like today in 2024, like, it can't be happening.
Yeah.
It can be happening
You
still.
got to be able to take it and
Yeah.
then dash it out too. But
Exactly,
like, if
yeah.
you're the only guy that's roasting people and you can't take it back, then
Yeah.
that's gonna be a problem.
Shout out to Civ.
So I'm a
If you can't make fun of yourself or laugh at yourself, there's no point in you making fun of others. You know.
facts.
No, but you know what it is though? Like with the jokes, it's just healthy jokes at the end of
Yeah.
the day.
So-
Friendly.
As long as it's like a healthy jokes.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
should be good.
I think healthy jokes is good, but obviously emotions are heightened sometimes.
Yeah, 'cause
Everybody
sometimes you
catches
say some
feelings.
crazy foul stuff.
Yeah, and then boom.
When it starts getting too personal, that's when like
But also,
everyone
like,
else intervenes.
you
and,
gotta
like,
be
yo,
grown enough to apologize. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
some guys won't, fam. Like,
Yeah.
you know, for me, if I say something out of line, I'll be like, yo, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, let's keep it
I'll
pushing.
feel the room.
Yeah.
And I'll feel the
You'll
the
feel it?
energy.
Yeah. You're like,
and
you'll
I'm
feel
yo,
it really nice.
I feel like I hit some nerves.
Like, you'll
and I
feel it?
gotta apologize.
Or like if you see that you sent it and then a lot of people read it and then
and
there's no
one
response
responded.
and you're like, all right.
Yeah, you know you went a little too far with that one. That happens a lot actually.
to you.
Yo, but sometimes group chats are mad empty when you need them. I'll like message be like, yo, man, what's going on with this?
Yeah. The group chats are empty. The group chats are empty when you need someone's help.
Yeah.
And then when you don't need them, everyone's there talking.
I feel like
It's like when Civ sends us a lot of news articles and no one responds to him. He deletes everything.
He gets
He's like, screw you guys.
he gets cheese. Like,
He gets cheese. He's like, yo, why am I even talking to you guys? You guys are Sunnians.
shout out Civ though, man. You're always active in the group chats, man.
Siv's my dog.
And you delete everything, and so by the time we catch up to it, everything's gone.
I don't think it's that instance for me because like all the group chats I'm in with you guys, like if I ask like for help, which I tend not to, but when I do, everyone's always there. Like, oh, V-man, what do you need? This. You guys are always there, you know.
Nobody helps your bitch.
I'll never ask Cass for help because he doesn't know shit. So,
Bro, this guy called me at 3 a.m.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cass is my guy.
I look at my phone. I'm like, I should not answer.
No, fam, it wasn't even 3 a.m. So I start work at 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning.
Okay, and I got into a collision like a while back.
Oh, that's when.
Yeah,
I
and then
remember that.
I know like Cass is like the car guy. He knows a lot of people. He knows who to talk to. One of the first two people I called was Cass. I'm like, yo, Cass, fam, I got into this accident. I was like, yo, I need CAA. He's like, fam, where are you? And he's like, no, he's like, hey.
I was knocked out,
he's
bro.
knocked out. And then he hung up and then he called me back. He's like, yo. I think he's fully awake now.
You woke him up.
Yeah, he's like, yo, are you good?
You probably thought it was a dream at first.
Yeah, I'm like.
But honestly, after hearing the story, I wish I didn't pick up. This guy was driving by himself. It was an empty road.
This guy's like, yo, I slipped and hit the back of the car.
I'm like, bro, what happened? He's like, yeah, there was no one on the road. It was just me. And I was like, oh,
He's like, I saw pull up to me bumper, so I pulled
It
up.
was black ice, no?
Black ice,
Yeah, it was one of those cold winter days.
This guy said it was black ice, bro. It was in
Jeez.
August.
I'm trying to cover for
But
you.
you know, these are my guys, man.
No, fam,
That's my
I'll
guys.
always pick up.
That's my guys right here.
But last conversation
Last
today.
one, guys. Last one.
Yo, is splitting the bill still a thing in 2024?
Depends.
Like, do we split the bill? Like us three, we don't.
No,
Sometimes.
one of us
One of
hugs
us
it.
We take
gets it,
turns. Yeah, we take turns.
So I don't think it's still. It might be a thing for a lot of people, but
We're not talking about amongst us. We're talking about maybe amongst us.
yeah, us, everybody,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What about dates? Is it still a thing?
No, I don't think on
Dates,
dates.
no.
No.
She should always pay.
Yeah.
If I'm with randos who I don't know, I'm gonna be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
obviously.
No, are you splitting a bill on the first date? I said first bait.
First date. First date, no.
No.
I'm hugging it.
You're hugging it,
Yeah.
regardless of the outcome.
Yeah. Fam, most likely like the date
B-Man's
is on
not
my
take.
idea.
B-Man's if she says let's go to Harbor 360 or Harbor 60, B-Man's like no, we're not
This
going.
guy said let's go to Harbor
We're not
India
going to Harbor
360.
60.
I'm thinking about 360 and Harbor at the same time. B-Man's like no, we'll go to the keg instead.
The man's like, you want to go to Harbor 360? He's like, I have the perfect steak. It's at McDonald's. They just released it.
Yo, the McRib, fam.
Bro,
They had a McRib, no?
the
Yeah,
McRib
yeah,
was
Somewhere.
fire.
McRib is
Actually,
fire.
I never
McRib
You
is
never
fire.
had it? They didn't have that back in the 90s.
It was actually a few years ago. not me.
No, it actually wasn't.
Yeah.
Fam, McRib stopped when I was like in like grade.
No, they brought
McRib
it
came
You know
back
what?
for a little bit.
They always do those.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Bro,
like-
you know what's something that went away that I didn't like that it went away?
Yeah.
Like the Tim Hortons chocolate croissant.
No one fucking gave a shit about it, fam.
I didn't even know they had a croissant. Are you talking about the Danish?
Danish, chocolate
It's
Danish.
still there, bro. What are you talking
No,
about?
they don't. They don't have that crazy one. Ruben, I'm telling you, Abilash. Abilash.
Let us know.
Shout out
Abilash,
to guy
tell us if it
Abilash,
still
man.
exists, fam.
Okay.
No, but I don't think splitting a bill is a thing. I think even with couples, like when you're with your girl, let's say you pay or she pays.
Yeah.
When you're never gonna be like, babe, let's split the bill.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like a weird conversation. Should we split the bill? Like, you know, either I'll hug it or you hug it. Doesn't matter. I'll just hug it.
No, the funniest ones is when it's like a group of 20
Yeah.
and one or two mans will go extra hard
Yeah.
by ordering everything.
And then we
And
split
then
the
be
bill.
like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't lie.
Right?
I've done it.
Yo, you take the worst take because I'll be
I'm
ordering
the
one.
worst,
Okay, there's a
fam.
couple
This
times
guy's
you're
the
right.
worst.
Yeah,
I'm
he
the
is,
worst.
he
This
is,
guy
he is.
always gets a
Yeah,
steak, bro.
yeah.
I love steak.
He eats with his eyes, fam.
Yeah.
Bro, you guys know I love steak.
I would always get like for me, I would get cheese for like a big group. I would just like, yo, you know, I'm trying to be nice. Can I just get the water? You see people ordering, I'm like, okay, they're gonna pay for their own stuff, and the bill comes, and then they were the first person to say, yeah, could you just split it amongst all of us?
I can't lie. I'll tell you guys
I'll
a
be like,
funny.
No,
Yo,
I'll tell you
a funny.
one before you get to
Yeah.
yours. Yo, with my other boys, one of my guys used to drink, but he
Yeah.
stopped drinking like years back, and we still order drinks.
Yeah.
And he always takes the L, but covering the drinks
drinks.
portion. Bro, his bill will go from $20 to $200 because of
Bro,
drinks.
when you drink somewhere, like the bill is hectic. Fam.
If you take out the drinks, trust me, you could afford meals in Toronto.
100%.
1
100%.
drink, 1 meal, and 1 dessert, $60.
Easy.
Bro, I remember like back in TTBA days, I was a kid, fam. I had no bread. I'm 13, 14 years old.
I know you had no bread. You were asking people for toonies. I'm kidding.
Kinda.
Yo, the come up is real though. Now you're that guy.
No,
Now you're the one giving the toonies.
I'm giving them loonies.
You're not even
Is
giving
that
them
more?
toonies or loonies. You're giving them your chain.
I'll give them
Jeez.
$5.
40K on the wrist. Swerve.
It's not that one, bro. I made a song and I sent it to him. It was like the most ass song ever.
Yo, he says this every time.
I was like on my come up trying to make
Yeah.
music. So I would send him like everything. And then Ruben just responded, yeah, don't release this.
Yeah, go on with your story.
No, but yo, I remember like we would go to like TTBA like lunches, whatever, after the game. They'll be like, yo, we're going to Haka, whatever. They'll order.
Always at Lynn
Bro,
Gardens.
always.
One guy I got to give a shout out to was Anoj fam.
Yeah.
Always covered my bill.
Yeah?
When I
Anoj is
played
one
for
of those
Brampton.
I know it's a real.
And then Surin, I think it was Surin when I was on Ajax.
Surin was
always
always that
covered
guy
the bill.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't
KK
know.
too, fam.
KK always covered
Bro,
it.
K-
You know what was
yeah.
mad jokes? Bro, we were at like, I think it was Lynn Garden.
Yeah.
We're all eating. It was me and Kindu.
Yeah.
Yo, the bill was coming. We're like, yo, we gotta go use the washroom.
You guys did?
I didn't dip. Like we just went to the washroom. By the time we came back, the bill was paid for.
Yeah.
No, let's pay for it.
But
Yeah,
it was
KK
like,
did a lot of those.
Yeah.
KK did a lot of those.
That's why like we're blessed to have such great older heads in that community.
Honestly,
for, like,
even
yo,
for basketball itself, I don't think I would have been this competitive
Yeah.
or like had the want to be play basketball like this much if it wasn't for that league.
Yeah. True.
Because like, I remember when I was first coming to that league, it was Subi. I spoke to him on the phone because my mom gave me 3 bills to go join the league.
Yeah.
I had to like beg her. My mom was like, "No, we can't afford it." I'm like, "Please, you don't have to give me anything else. Just give me $300. I want to play for this league." Bro, as soon as she gave it to me, the same day I went and bought Derrick Rose's.
Oh my god.
The D Rose ones, the crazy
The
lights.
ones, yeah.
The ones where
Yeah,
you spin,
yeah,
where he
yeah.
spins it. So I buy that. Then I only had $100 left. So I called the TTBA line.
Yeah.
This was a tryout. I was like, "Hi there." Subi picks up. He's like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 13 years old. Like, I want to play, but like, I only have like half the money today. Is that okay?" So he's like, "No problem, brother. Come by."
Yeah.
I come. I give $100. I go into the league, bro. And then Shankar was chasing me for the whole year for trying to get that money.
Shout out Shankar too.
Shout out Shankar, man. Shankar.
But he never asked me for it. So shout
Shankar,
out Shankar.
Subi, KK, all the older heads, man. Yo, you guys.
Yeah, you got yo, fam.
They took care of us, man.
100%. Damn, good to be back, man. Good to be back.
Man. Yo, guys,
Love, man.
we gotta be doing this more consistently.
Yeah,
Yo, look.
We need to come out more, man.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in.
Yo, make sure you guys go subscribe. Yo, cause look.
Konnichiwa.
We're very close to 1,000 followers on TikTok. You guys give us 1,000 on
I can't
TikTok.
believe we still didn't hit 1,000 on TikTok.
I know.
Crazy.
Yo, but we get the views, so you
Yeah.
guys better subscribe. We're trying to
Follow.
follow. We also want to hit 1,000 followers on
YouTube.
So
Bro.
give us a follow. Just so
we're
like
cross halfway.
you give us that, we give it back.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you guys like seeing what you guys see, just comment below. Leave the comments you guys always watch. You know what I'm saying? Show us you guys support us.
And let us know whether you like the podcast or the food reviews, or if you like
mix of both, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep switching it up.
But thank you everyone for tuning in.
And
you
the
know what I'm
feedback
saying?
too. And we promise we're not trying to dodge you guys. We're trying to find time to make this podcast.
No, we're trying to
work.
dodge you guys.
We're actually trying to find time to make this podcast work. All of us have different schedules, but
Facts.
we are working
We are
on
who
this,
we
and
are.
we promise. So,
Bring it in. Ajax on 3. Admirals on 3.
Brody's on 3.
Brody's on 3. 1, 2, 3, bro.
Bro-